This is the latest Toyota Harrier in the market, 2020 model, and I can tell you that this is the safest car around, and also it's the most fuel efficient Toyota Harrier in the lineup, and also it is the most powerful Toyota Harrier in the lineup since the introduction of the new model. Now, this being a 2020 model, you get new safety features, new interior quality, new suspension system, and also you get a new better engine. Now, this car is built on the same platform as the 2020 Toyota RAV4, which is actually a very good car, but that one focuses more on ruggedness and off-road capabilities, while the Toyota Harrier still focuses on user comfort and primarily I can say user comfort. Now, what is the most important thing about this Toyota Harrier is that Toyota Harrier switched its engine from the 3ZR FAE to the M20A FKS, which is tuned for better performance and also for better fuel economy. So I'm going to take you through this vehicle today. Let us see how the car is, how better it looks from the previous model, and why this should be an SUV that you should opt for the 2020 car model. So the car looks actually amazing. You get a new design, new LED headlights right there, as you can see. Of course, you have double turn signals and also double daytime running lights. And on the lower section, you have some amazing fog lights over there. All right, so this is generally a very nice vehicle, new in the Kenyan market. And also, to me, it looks more appealing in terms of design. I think I like it. All the new features actually makes the car look so good. So yeah, starting all the way from the tail lights, you get this tail bar that runs through the rear side of the vehicle from end to end, and you have your turn signals placed on the lower side with the reverse lights right there, and next to it are some of the reflectors. So those are some of the things that have changed in this Toyota Harrier. And also in terms of the interior quality, there's a lot of changes. Yeah, if you look at how the door looks like in terms of the design, in terms of the seat quality, the quality of the seats, and also the quality of the leather, it looks absolutely amazing. And also on the front side, there's a lot of changes. The car looks so good, and of course, as you can see here, you have a number of features that you wouldn't get in the previous model, and you have the new look in the interior. Yeah, so it's basically so many changes in the interior from the previous model, and I think Toyota is actually doing the right thing, making sure that all their cars are updated and they look like modern vehicles. So if you're in the market for a 2020 model vehicle, this Toyota Harrier could be the best vehicle for you today to go for. So the new car comes with the new engine. We've seen that it has a new engine, the MKS MK20, which is actually a new model for you guys. So it's an M20A FKS. The engine is made up of a 2-liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol, and also you get another hybrid which is available in the 2021 model. So this 2-liter petrol engine gives you 171 horsepower, 201 newton meters of torque, which is actually some very good power for an SUV like this. So all that power is sent to the front wheels or to all the wheels via an all-wheel drive system. But in this case, this car is a 2-wheel drive, so all that power is sent to the front wheels via a CVT transmission, which is actually very smooth. For Toyota, their CVTs are quite nice. They are not very complex, and they are usually straightforward. No issues with the CVT. But of course, all the cars with CVT transmissions, you have to be very, very careful in terms of the engine oil that you use, transmission oil that you use. You need to be very careful and very specific on what Toyota needs you to use. But otherwise, apart from that, everything else looks very much okay. So yeah, basically this is what you get on the engine bay. Everything looks good. New placement on some of the things. Of course, you can see they have so many features, a lot of wiring. In modern cars, there's a lot of things happening here and there. So as nice as the car is, it is a modern vehicle with so many features, and in this case we are going to start with the headlights, because you have a new headlight system that actually looks different from the previous version. Toyota says the headlights are adaptive. That's why you get double projectors. One will maintain the main view of the road, while the other one will adjust according to the road condition and some of the corners available on the road. On this side you have double turn signals over here, full LED of course, and also this one acts as your daytime running lights when you don't need your turn signals. This is a brilliant feature. The headlights look small, but they are very powerful. At least they can see up to 400 meters, which is quite nice, especially when you're operating in the night hours. On the lower side, if you need a number of daytime running lights, you can add another one over there. And of course, on the front side, you have LED fog lights, which actually look pretty good. That's a very nice feature. And of course, for Toyotas, they usually come with fog lights, so I am not worried about that in this Toyota Harrier. Now on the front section you have a bit of some few changes, and of course if you look at the bonnet, it looks different from the previous model. This one looks a bit sleeker. Of course you have these lines over here to make the car look more beautiful, and it kind of fuses on this front section here. This part of the grille also looks smaller, unlike in the previous model. This one looks a bit more minimalistic in terms of design, and it is fused into this Toyota emblem here, which looks actually amazing. On the lower side of the headlights also you have chrome finishing here, which actually complements the design of the headlights. That's very much okay. And in terms of safety, you have a front facing camera, a number of sensors for added safety. Of course you have the new Toyota safety sense in this Toyota Harrier. It's a 2020 model, so you have new safety features. So we have pre-collision monitoring system, blind spot, lane departure assist, and rear cross traffic alert. Those are some of the things that modern cars need, and this Toyota Harrier is fully packed with all those features. So let me just quickly show you how the previous model looked like. This is what we are used to. Of course, as you can see, this part looks a bit large. In terms of the grille, it looks larger, but for the new model it's slightly squeezed. And also the fog lights are there, daytime running lights. Of course you also have additional daytime running lights over there, and you have your main headlights, which are made of 3 projector headlights and a bit more of daytime running lights and turn signal on that side. The bonnet also looks a bit larger than the new model, and of course you get the same design over here. For this it fuses next to the headlights, but for the new model it comes all the way to the emblem, so you can clearly see that instead of going to the headlights, you get this design coming out this way. So those are some of the things that are different in the new Toyota Harrier. Let us talk about the side view. Of course, from what you're seeing here, the car looks a bit longer than the previous model, but in terms of seating, this one looks more spacious, a bit more comfortable, and of course you get premium features. In terms of the suspensions, we have better suspensions on this, unlike in the previous model. For this 2020 Toyota Harrier, you get your McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs, and of course you have gas dampers to ensure active damping and better handling in terms of the road quality. You have some nice tires here. These are highway tires. Even though the tires look worn out, this one needs to be replaced. Premium alloys here, which actually look pretty good, 19 inches in size. You have your vented brake discs over there, which actually look pretty good, and to me that is very much okay. Most cars use the McPherson strut suspension with coil and springs. Remember, Mazda 6.5 also uses the same setup, but these ones, the suspensions are a bit firmer for sporty handling, while for the Toyota Harrier, they are tuned for smoother and comfortable ride. Okay. Now on the rear side, you have some different, this time around you have double wishbone suspension with coil and springs to ensure that the ride quality on Harrier is on a high level. Of course, we say Toyota Harrier is a comfort oriented vehicle, so yeah, with double wishbone suspension gives this car an edge over the others in terms of comfort. So you get double wishbone suspension, unlike the other cars which uses multi-link, and in this case I'm talking about this Mazda 6.5 which uses multi-link suspension system, which is also, it's still a very good suspension system, but double wishbone has an edge over that. Same size alloys, same size tires, same size alloys, which are pretty good. And for me in this case, if you're looking for full comfort, Toyota Harrier is the way to go. Now in terms of the design, on the rear side you have different features here. Of course, you get a longer taillight on this mini spoiler here that looks much better than what you got in the previous model. Piano black finish over here. You have your aerial fin right there, which is pretty good, and I love the fact that you get this because it's very visible from afar. In terms of the taillights, Toyota went in with the new model. You have this tail bar here that cuts all the way to the other side, so the taillights are interconnected together. And of course, these are full LED design here, no bulbs, it's just full LEDs. On the lower section, that's where you get a bit of bulbs, and no, there are no bulbs on this. The turn signals are here. These are reverse lights, and of course you have some reflectors over there to ensure that your vehicle is visible. Some of the additional features that you get: a number of sensors for easy parking, proximity sensing, rear cross traffic alert, which is what you need in a modern vehicle, and this Toyota Harrier has all that. Plastic finishing over here for easy, in case of damage, you can easily repair it. And of course you have double exhaust on the rear side, because yeah, why not? So let us now check the interior of the car, because that's where the money is. Everybody wants to see how the interior of the new vehicle looks like. So if you need to access the interior, it's a keyless entry. As soon as you have your key in close proximity, you can actually access the interior of the vehicle. You can tell using these stripes over here. So the door handles on this are chrome plated, which is actually pretty nice. And also you have chrome on this side, chrome on this side also, which is pretty nice. Okay, so let me show you the interior. You have your blind spot monitoring system over here. Of course you can see that clearly. And this is how the cabin of the car looks like. So starting all the way from the door, you have this beautiful quality over here. You have this rubbery finish here. This is not leather, but it's some nice synthetic material that feels pretty good. You have your Harrier engraving on this side, which looks nice. Some beautiful stitches, chrome plated door handles over here. 2 memory seat settings, power door controls on this side, including side mirror controls, and of course you have this plastic finish that looks amazing. On the lower side, you have a larger storage space for your water bottles here, and of course you have larger speakers on this side. And we said this car is powered by JBL, which means you get better sound quality. As you access the interior, you have this Harrier engraving over here to remind you that this is a Toyota Harrier. Of course, that's something very simple and straightforward. And in terms of the seats, you have the new design on the seats. It looks very, very different from what you got in the previous models, the 2019 models. And of course, from what you're seeing here, you have this. So you have the new design. The headrest is fused together with the body of the seat, which is pretty much amazing. On this side, you have beautiful stitches on either side of the seats. Right here, you have large center part with perforations to show you that the seats are heated and cooled. You have large lumbar supports to ensure that you are tucked nicely onto your seat. On the base area, it's large enough. Perforations also, stitches on the side, and the seats are electrically adjustable. For a high-end vehicle like this, electric seats are what most people would always go for. So let me just sit inside here and see what it is. It's a beautiful vehicle, beautiful cockpit. Of course, as you can see, you get a clear view of the surrounding. Everything looks nice. You have this steering wheel here, which is telescopically adjustable using this button, so you can actually adjust the steering wheel using that. The steering wheel is made up of leather. Beautiful stitches also on the steering wheel. Adaptive cruise control over here, controls for the infotainment system. You have your SRS airbags on the center, which is a nice safety feature. On the sides, you have these beautiful air vents with the chrome finishing on the edges. Beautiful design over here with beautiful stitches also. And on the lower side, you have additional controls for the vehicle. You have your tailgate opener. You can hit the steering wheel. You get a 360-degree view of the vehicle, traction control, and you can activate your adaptive headlights using this button here. So as soon as the car senses darkness, the lights will go on automatically. On the lower side, you have this lever here to open the bonnet, and of course you have your fuel cap opener on that side. So it's straightforward. Everything is where it should be as usual. So the clusters on these are full digital, and of course the car has some very low mileage. I think the mileage on this is around 35,000 kilometers mileage only, which is pretty nice for a 2020 model. That 5,000 kilometers mileage, to me that's very good and decent. So on this side you have your tweeters which are powered by JBL, of course, as you can see from there. You get your heads-up display, which is actually pretty good, and I love the fact that you get a large infotainment system. You have this 9.5-inch infotainment system that is powered by JBL. So the vehicle is on, and these are the clusters. Of course, as you can see, everything looks nice. Now that the vehicle is on, you can clearly see everything. The fuel gauge, of course, that's something very straightforward. Of course, you have your speedometer over there. It notifies you that the doors are open, all the passengers have no safety belts on. Lane departure assist is active also, so it is a very nice feature for a car of this caliber. So what I can say about this Toyota Harrier is that it is a modern vehicle and it has all the modern amenities. If you look right there, of course, you have your heads-up display. Of course, the vehicle actually can detect the road, and of course, as you can see, it reads the lanes. So if you're driving in the highway, it is very much easy when driving a 2020 model vehicle like this. Now, we said we have a large infotainment system over here. It looks actually pretty good, and it is a full touch infotainment system. Of course, as you can see, if you want to check on the software information, all those features for the vehicle, they are all available over here. You can connect your phone to the infotainment system using Bluetooth. You have Apple CarPlay also on this vehicle, so it's actually pretty nice. So of course, as you can see, it has this the user's phone already connected. The guy's name is Asha, or the guy who owns the showroom. Everything else is connected here. For the ACs also, you can control them from this side, or you can control them from this center part here, which is pretty nice. I think it's a double way, and of course it's much easier. And right now Toyota Harrier is using full touch controls for the ACs. Of course, as you can see, you can adjust the temperatures of the fan speed over there, and of course you can also lower the temperatures. For Mombasa climate like this, it's actually very hot, and having a car that has some nice AC like this that is straightforward is one of the best features that you can get around here. Now, the center console looks good. Of course, as you can see, this design here, all the way from the infotainment system down to this side, it looks actually amazing, and I think I like that. And before I forget, this car is powered by the JBL audio system, which actually feels pretty good. So it goes head to head with the Mazda CX-5 Bose audio. But the major difference is the JBL has the concert audio quality, while for the CX-5 Bose audio system is the studio design, which I think is a bit more superior to what you get in this Toyota Harrier. The center console is very well designed, chrome finishing on either side, some nice plastic material over there that looks actually very good. Your push to start button is located here. On the inside right there, you have 2 USB ports to charge your accessories, 1 auxiliary output also, and for the higher streams you get wireless charging. For this vehicle today we don't have wireless charge, but it is what it is. It's still very much okay, and the vehicle is nice, easy and simple. Now, the auto hold brake or electronic parking brake has been moved all the way from this side. Now it is placed here on the center console, so that all the controls of the vehicle are actually placed almost in one location, and also it becomes a bit more easier to control all those things. Driving modes are available here. Of course, as you can see there, you have your eco, you have normal, and you have sports mode. So you can actually adjust the vehicle and drive it in a mode that you feel is good for you. So of course, as you can see, eco looks it has the blue color. Normally it's just white, and sports turns to red. So yeah, it is basically a straightforward vehicle. You can adjust all driving modes according to what you want. Gear shifter for the CVT transmission, which actually looks pretty good. I think it's very much okay, though it's not the most robust. For Toyota, the CVT is amazing. Leather finishing, beautiful stitches over here. You also get these 2 cup holders over here, of which you can remove this part to make it a bit more deeper. So I think Toyota have in mind what most people would be looking for. Yeah, if it's shallow, you can adjust the depth. Right here you have these buttons for you to hit the seats, so you can actually cool the seats over 3 levels, and also you can hit the seats over 3 levels, both for the front passenger and for the driver. So in this case, you can decrease the temperature in any way you like. The center console is the armrest is quite large. It moves all the way from the front side all the way to the back, and of course you can push it up to reveal this space here that has this tray here and a deeper storage space with 12-volt output inside there. So to me it looks pretty good, and of course you can put a few cup things here, and you're being told that this does not support cup holders or water bottles, so you should not put them there. You'll easily spill all those stuff. Okay, now on the top side you have a digital rear view mirror right there. Of course, if you need to reverse the vehicle, it is very easy because of the digital rear view mirror. You have a high quality, what do you call it, a high definition camera on the rear side. Of course, let me just switch it on and see. Yeah, so it is on, and it should be showing the rear side of the vehicle, but I think either it's me who doesn't know how to operate it or something like that. So yeah, I think if the next time we get opportunity to show you that, I will, but for now let us maintain the vehicle in parking because we have no space to move around here. The sunroof, of course, we have this car has moonroof. You have the moonroof technology. Of course, once you press this button, it becomes a clear sunroof. You can actually see the exterior. You can see the roof line over there, but once you press this button here, you get your moonroof, and it means you can't actually see what is happening on the outside. So it is a nice feature, modern feature for modern vehicles, and this Toyota Harrier has that. Let me show you again. You can activate your moonroof deactivated and the moonroof on. This is what you get. So you get this beautiful feature right here. Now on this side, this part also scans your rear passengers. It shows which passengers have their safety belts on and who does not have their safety belts on. So it is actually pretty good. Now if you need to open your sunroof, that's how you do it. From this side here, the sunroof, of course, being a glass sunroof, you can't actually open it. You just have that part to slide it and closed and open. So if you need a car that has a sunroof, a car that has a moonroof, this Toyota Harrier has it, and I think it's one of the most important features for an SUV like this. So let me just show you the rest of the vehicle. I love the new design on the dashboard. Very well done. Plastic finish over here. Beautiful design. You have this soft touch material over here, and on the lower side you have larger glove compartment. So I think this is very much okay. The front passenger also gets the same amenities as the driver: electric seat adjustments, heated and cooled seats, and the design on the seat is actually amazing. Let me now show you the rear side. This is how the rear side looks like. You have this modern finish over here. Beautiful design on the doors. I have no complaints about it. I think everything looks nice and everything is in its place. The rear side looks good, very comfortable. I like the quality of the seats that you get here, or the quality of the leather. Beautiful stitches on this side, some good quality leather. On the center you have this beautiful leather also with perforations to ensure that the seats are also heated. As you sit inside here, the car feels pretty premium. We have this leather armrest here. Look at this, beautiful leather, some good leather quality, and also you get some beautiful 2 cup holders over here. But if you're 3, you can actually use this space here. Now while sitting on the rear side, this is what you get to see. A beautiful design of the front section, large infotainment system, large modern center console, beautiful steering wheel over there, and of course everything else on this vehicle looks good and simple. Now let me, so the car has double sunroof. Of course, as you can see from the rear side, there is a sunroof here, and also on the front side there is a sunroof. So if you want a car that has that technology, this Toyota Harrier has it. And comparing the price that you get on this Toyota Harrier and what other showrooms offer, I think these guys have the best prices. Rear AC, I think the rear AC has not been activated. We need to do that right away. Let me see. Auto, so it adjusts the AC according to the weather condition, so it's pretty much okay. And of course for the rear side you have this 2 USB ports to charge your accessories. Okay, so that is pretty much okay for the rear side. Now, one more feature about this vehicle, let us talk about the tailgate. The tailgate is electric. Ukiangalia huko nyuma, you have your electric tailgate. Just press that button, and of course the tailgate will open to reveal this large space here. You get one of the largest spaces in an SUV. Look at this. Look at how large it is. It's a bit high, which is still very much okay. JBL subwoofer is located here, which is quite nice, and also you have some accessories for you on the rear side of the vehicle. So it is what it is, guys. If you're interested in this 2020 Toyota Harrier, it is available here for only 5.5 million shillings, and of course the price is very much negotiable. Make sure you follow me for more. I'll see you in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you, and of course, ciao. I'll see you in the next one.